Welcome to the Noka News Network, and I am Ricky French, and that is Dan Colley.
That's what my pop named me because he's unoriginal.
Jenny Wade Colley.
Junior. Because my father was unoriginal.
No, I'm named after my dad too, but I have a different middle name.
Yours is Lee?
Yes.
Yeah. And your dad's was Giuseppe.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, he, I used to be a wooden boy, but now I'm real.
I'm a real little boy. Yeah. Hey, this is the big 30.
Asshole,
yeah, well, welcome to the club. This is the big 31st episode, isn't it?
Yes, it is. The big 31st, big milestone.
The big milestone 31st episode.
First episode, yeah.
That's right. And Ricky, is this going to be a real humdinger of an episode?
Well, I wouldn't hold out your hope for that, but we'll see what we can do.
Just as a tease, we do have an old friend back this episode.
And we do.
We do.
It's coming up. Something that I found interesting, Dan,
I found it interesting.
It really isn't interesting at all, but here it is. If you can't get enough of tasting the food from national fast food chain Arby's, because you're a masochist, you'll soon be able to smell the aroma of hickory smoke on your clothing, too.
This is the worst idea.
I know. The worst idea is coming up later. The restaurant chain, known for its funny commercials and other unique advertising methods, according to this story, like offering $6 trips to Hawaii, will launch a line of sweatshirts and sweatpants next week that have literally been smoked to smell like a smokehouse.
Oh, jeez.
When you're sitting in a smokehouse smoking the meat for Arby's real country-style rib sandwich for hours and hours over real hickory wood, your brain starts to wander, reads a statement on the Sweatsuit website.
That seemed like a lot of gobbledygook.
Yeah, it did. You begin to wonder what a pair of premium sweats might smell like if they, too, were smoked over hickory wood for hours. Well,
no, you don't.
Arby's found out.
Oh, well, shit. I wish they'd find out what good food tastes like first.
Right. I'd like to find out what that, what that thing that they say is roast beef really is. It's more like ham. I've never had beef that was like that in any other situation. The chain partnered with an actual Texas smokehouse to create the line of, quote, premium sweats that will smell as if you've been sitting next to the pit for hours.
I don't want to smell like a pit, thank you.
Yeah, right. While a full line of options are expected to be released, the website only shows off a burgundy sweatshirt and sweatpants adorned with a small A on the cup. Well, I think the biggest problem is you might be confused with an Alabama fan if you put that on.
I don't know.
That's more embarrassing than wearing Arby's.
I think the A stands for asshole for wearing that around.
So, let's see. Arby's smoked sweats are smoked in small batches in a Texas smokehouse and available in limited quantity. Whatever.
I'm more interested in the horsey themed underpants that are coming out next year.
That sounds dangerous.
Well, if you like it spicy.
Well, that was a bunch of nonsense.
Yep, well, let's keep going. Mm-hmm. A McDonald's customer who called in a bomb threat to an Iowa restaurant. Ricky, it's because he didn't get any dipping sauces with his 30-piece chicken McNugget order.
They have 30-piece McNuggets in Iowa?
I like that's how you took from that whole sentence is that not the bomb threat or the dipping sauces, it's the 30-piece nuggies.
I'm used to all that stuff by now. I thought that 20 chicken McNuggets was the most you could legally sell at once.
Yeah, maybe they should be arrested for trying to sell 30-piece nuggets. You couldn't buy a 20 and a 10, you had to get a 30, huh?
I guess they do that over there, I guess. I've never seen that, I don't think.
Well, Robert...
now you can just get a trash bag full of McNuggets.
Yeah. Can I get a gross of the chicken McNuggets, please? Robert Goldwitzer... It doesn't matter.
Nope.
42 last week copped to a misdemeanor count in connection with a bizarre incident in late June involving McDonald's near his home in Ankeny, a Des Moines suburb. Is it Des Moines or Des Moines?
Des Moines.
I don't care.
No S.
This fella.
It's like it's Illinois, not Illinois.
It's not Illinois?
No.
Okay.
No, they're, if you really want to know why they're spelled that way.
I don't. He was sentenced to 12 months probation and fined $430 during a September 23rd court hearing. According to the police department report, a McDonald's assistant manager told cops that the man called the restaurant, quote, was irate due to the fact that he had requested 30 chicken nuggets and received no dipping sauces for them. When the worker replied that the person could return to the restaurant to retrieve the sauces, the man said, quote, no, I'm going to blow up the store and punch you in the face.
Oh, he must have been upset.
Yeah.
It wasn't enough to just blow up the store. He needed to punch the guy.
No, blow up the store is like ice cream machine down. Punch in the face is no sauces for your nugs.
I got you.
He lives about 5 miles from the eatery. The fuck calls it an eatery?
First of all, what is an eatery? I'm tired of hearing that phrase used at all. But whatever it is, McDonald's isn't one.
Is not that. He was quickly identified as a suspect since the threatening call was placed from a phone number associated with him. According to a criminal complaint, the number was captured on the restaurant's caller ID. Obviously, caller ID is a thing.
Yeah, since about 1998, that technology has been widely established.
Yeah. He told the employee that I hope someone blows up your building and I hope somebody punches you in the face. He had no intentions on blowing up the Mickey D's. So,
well, yeah. You still can't threaten to do that, though.
No, you can't. Yeah, I'm sorry. I agree. I think there should be absolutely more sauces given with your nuggets, but
sure, whatever. But that's,
you can't just go punching people in the face for no nugget sauce.
No, you can't. You got to handle it like, well, I guess if we look at it this way, I was about to say you have to handle it like, intelligent person, but no intelligent person is going to eat 30 McNuggets at once. So.
No, I think that is a bit excessive.
So this story is out of Singapore, which may be the first time we've ever covered anything out of Singapore.
Probably.
In January, I don't know why this story is coming out right now. It did, but, whatever. It doesn't matter. In January of 2019, a new ATM was unveiled in Singapore's Wisteria shopping mall.
That's an automatic teller machine.
Yes, for those of you who were wondering. Instead of cash, however, this machine dispenses 200-gram fillets of frozen salmon from the fjords of Norway. That's what the world needed.
Yeah.
I was like, I need a more convenient way to get salmon from the fjords of Norway without dealing with a human being.
Well, you don't want that farm-raised salmon. You want the fjord-raised.
Yeah.
My grandmother called it salmon.
Yeah. Yeah, so did mine, as a matter of fact.
I know. They're both old and senile.
Today, dozens of salmon ATMs dot the island city-state. Manish Kumar, founder and CEO of Norwegian Salmon Limited, has a stated goal of making his beloved salmon available to all and affordable for everyone. By cutting out the cost of storefronts, staff, and distributors, he's able to sell his fillets for, $4.25 equivalent in American. And by holding them under -4 degrees Fahrenheit in each vending machine, the fish stays fresh for up to 2 years. Yeah, that's pretty frozen, -4.
I'm not eating 2-year-old fish. I don't care how frozen it is.
Thanks to promising first quarter sales, it's unlikely any fillets will stick around that long.
Well, never mind then. I guess I'm good.
The company decided on Singapore because of the country's vending machine culture, which I didn't know that was a thing. Singaporean machines vend everything from ice cream to luxury cars.
All right.
With locations in shopping malls, commercial areas, housing, condominiums, and suburban areas. How would you like to have at your apartment complex a machine that dispensed fish? Wouldn't that be a great thing to have? The ATMs do not take cash, and the fish is dispensed frozen. The original ATM is located on the first floor of the Wisteria Mall, like I said. So, yeah, go to the old fish machine.
Hey, honey, let's go to the mall. I need a new pair of sneaks. Let's go maybe get something from Bath & Body Works. Oh, and some salmon.
I'm going to hit up the fish machine.
The fish machine.
Didn't you date somebody named the fish machine in high school, Dan?
We won't talk about that. That was
I heard
it's a bad choice.
I heard Black Velvet was playing the first time you had an encounter with the old fish machine.
The old fish machine. Oh, that's why I don't like fish sticks to this day still. They used to call me the Gordon Fishman back then.
Oh, Dandy Camp is what they
Dandy Camps, that's right. Ricky, let's go ahead and now that you've exposed my sordid past with wildlife, this story actually has something to do with wildlife, but it's more important that we're getting ready to revisit an old friend, and that friend is the Metal News. An Illinois man died Tuesday after being bitten by a rabid bat. It's the first human case in the state since 1954. Thomas Kropp, 87 of Spring Grove, woke up with a bat on his neck. The Chicago Times reported that. They said that the bat was captured and tested positive for rabies. Kropp declined treatment. What a dumbass. According to a news release from the Illinois Department of Public Health. 1 month later, Kropp began experiencing symptoms consistent with rabies, including neck pain, headache, difficulty controlling his arms, finger numbness, and difficulty speaking. The McConney County Coroner Michael Ryan said that his office was contacted September 20th about Kropp's death, and an autopsy confirmed Kropp had contracted rabies. They have very small teeth, and so if you were asleep or unaware, you may not notice necessarily that you've been bitten. Lisa Lehrer, assistant director of the Urban Wildlife Institute at the Lincoln Park Zoo, told WLS. A bat colony was found in his home. You got bit by a rabies bat!
We just couldn't. We had to go back to that with
the
subject matter.
The original Metal News all those years ago was about a rabies bat.
That's true.
So, and we usually don't do stories about when people die, but this guy got bit by a fucking bat and said, "Nah, I'm cool."
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, so.
Maybe he was hoping he would get like vampiric powers or something.
he just got done watching Spider-Man on Disney Plus and thought maybe.
Instead, he got rabies and died.
Yeah. Ricky.
Well, if you get bitten by a bat, refusing to be tested for rabies is a bad idea, but maybe still not as bad as this idea.
Yeah, this was a pretty bad idea.
The half-baked potato will be opening at 1626 Central Avenue in downtown St. Petersburg, Florida. The space, just FYI, was formerly home to Leafy Greens Cafe. I wonder why they failed.
It's like Pawnee. Yeah. They have one salad restaurant and it goes out of business.
Yeah, Sue salads. Wait, you want? I want to go pay $12 for a pile of kale. No, I'll just get that from the grocery store.
Yeah, just do it myself.
But anyway, what do you get when you combine 1980s culture, stoner vibes, and baked potatoes?
A really bad
horrible
idea.
Business plan.
Yeah. Bankruptcy.
And you also get the half-baked potato, a new restaurant ready to serve up the craziest loaded baked potatoes you've ever eaten.
Wacky potatoes.
Look out. The new
here on the Morning Zoo, wacky potatoes.
They should have just called it wacky potatoes. I think that's better.
Maybe we should start that one instead. We've made worse ideas.
That's true. You're listening to one of them. Let's see. There are a lot of places to get sandwiches and salads in St. Petersburg, said James Castetter, who owns the half-baked potato with his girlfriend, Chelsea Andrews. That's also a terrible idea, starting a business with your girlfriend.
Yeah, that's not smart.
We really wanted to open up something different, so we decided to focus on baked potatoes.
So we decided to waste our money.
I think it's a cool concept that we can have a lot of fun with, he said.
No.
The menu will consist of 20 outrageous potatoes.
Oh, they are wacky and zany.
Topped with ingredients like mac and cheese, shredded barbecue pork, shrimp Alfredo, tofu scramble, crab rangoon, buffalo chicken, and Frito chili pie. The goal is to be fun and super inviting, said Chelsea. The half-baked potato has a retro 420 theme, whatever the fuck that's supposed to mean. What is it?
Cheech and Chong on the wall?
That's right. It looks like it's run by Cheech and Chong is what I was going to say.
Nice Dreams? What is this?
We've kept the vintage terrazzo floors, painted the walls a crazy blend of purple, green, and blue, and we'll be jamming to 80s and 90s music all day.
I hate these people.
Yeah, I do too. The buffalo chicken potato. Let's see. I'm not going to get into the details of that right here. Every potato will be piled high with enough toppings that you'll be able to share with a friend or take home.
Or shit yourself to death in about 10 minutes.
Or throw in the garbage. If a loaded potato doesn't sound like enough food, the half-baked potato will offer a variety of sides, including German potato salad. So that's what I want. I want a potato and potato salad. Corn on the cob, strawberry applesauce, and soft...
The fuck?
Suddenly, it turned into like a third grader's lunch bag. And soft pretzel sticks served with a side of dip like pimento cheese, Guinness gravy, spinach and artichoke, or broccoli and cheddar. Around 10 different drinks will be available, such as Mexican Coke, juice boxes, tea, and lemonade. You know, whatever. That's not important. What is important, however, is what's on the old menu, which we happen to have.
Ricky, yes, we do. I'd like to make two statements before we start going through some of the menagerie of potato products.
The wacky potatoes.
Yes. You can get your potato either sweet, baked, smashed, or mashed.
Okay, well.
The difference between smashed and mashed is an S. That's it.
If I had to guess, I would say there's no, like you usually put cream or milk in mashed potatoes and blend it up.
Yeah. I assume a mashed potatoes is a mashed potato. A smashed potatoes, they give the potato there and they just punch the fucking thing or something. There's your shit.
Right. Yeah.
Ricky, these potatoes range anywhere from $10 to $15.
I'm not paying $15 for me. I don't know, man. I wish, whatever. If it works, good on them, but I just have my doubts.
Well, Ricky, why don't you go ahead and pick a few of your favorites to discuss?
Well, that's a tough one.
Yeah, because they all look so zany and appetizing.
I don't know. It would be fun. If we approach this like we were actually going to eat this.
All right. Let's start off with the basic, the half-baked potato.
Yeah, right.
Traditional potato with half-baked flair, piled high with our house cheese sauce and bacon bits, topped with a dollop of sour cream and chives.
Yeah, so that's pretty normal sounding baked
You
potato.
get that shit at Wendy's. Okay.
Yeah.
Now let's go and let's start getting a little wacky here. Let's go with the Mac Daddy.
Uh-oh.
That's our house-made mac and cheese loaded up with shredded cheddar and topped with potato sticks.
Oh, so they're going full Irish, potato on potato.
A potato on potato situation. Yeah. No. If you want that, I think there's an Irishman on here somewhere. Let me see.
I think there's plenty of.
Well, they're all potatoes, so it makes.
Yeah.
You got the poutine queen, which again I
didn't
dated
you date
in
her
high school.
Yeah,
yes.
right, exactly.
Guinness gravy with creamy white cheddar cheese. That sounds gross.
What about the What's Up Dog?
What up, dog?
It features a New York style Saubered hot dog cooked to perfection. You know how difficult it is to cook those hot dogs.
Yeah.
That are already cooked when you open them. With our homemade chili piled on top. Oh, and don't forget the cheese sauce.
Oh no, we don't want to forget that. What about the Buffy the Potato Slayer? That's a house-made buffalo chicken dip, ranch drizzle, and shredded cheddar cheese on top of it.
Shouldn't that be like some garlic-related dish?
Vampire, anti-vampire, sure.
I don't know, it seems like that would make sense.
You have the Jimbo, a Memphis-style pulled pork topped with creamy coleslaw and a pickle to boot.
Oh, great. Followed by the Don't Be Alfredo, whatever that means, which is described as simply the most delicious shrimp Alfredo you'll ever put in your mouth.
I'm not putting that in my mouth. Ricky, how about the Aloha? The Aloha Ha. I'm sorry, the Aloha Ha. I don't want to besmirch their fine menu here. Right, yeah. It's a hearty mix of Spam and shredded pork. Sweet pineapple habanero sauce topped with potato sticks. Again, potato on potato. Just trying to beef it up some, I think.
The Old English has, it says, a hearty helping of classic baked beans topped with charred cheddar cheese curds, which does not sound good.
What about the Tipsy, which is Ozzy's famous sweet and spicy peppers and onions served with shredded chicken and a dollop of sour cream? I hate the word dollop, by the way.
That's and also, by the way, they spell. I don't know what the right way to spell the word dollop is, but I do know that they spelled it 2 different ways on their own menu.
Well, there you go. Well, maybe there's 2 different dollops that they are providing you.
It might be. I don't know. That's just a fajita with a potato instead of a tortilla.
Yeah.
Just FYI.
And Ricky, I just want you to know, for a cheap $13, you can get the oh so sloppy.
Oh, God.
When's the last time you've had an oh so sloppy?
I don't know, but it costs more than $13.
Well, this one is their take on the traditional sloppy Joe, topped with zaps of voodoo chips.
No, I like those chips, but I don't think I need that baked potato.
Yeah, I don't think I need that restaurant in my life.
Okay, what's coming up in the second segment of the show, Dan?
Well, Ricky, we're going to be talking about a ninja attack.
You don't hear about those too often.
No. Kiss My Grits, and we have breaking news. A college student got drunk.
No Good News Network. The news no one cares about.
No Good News Network.
Hey, Dan, you know what I love?
Yeah. You love long walks on the beach and slow meandering streams.
You know what else I love?
Popcorn?
Yeah, delicious flavored popcorn.
It's because we're doing a popcorn commercial.
From Grandma Bev's Good-Ass Popcorn, as to be more specific.
Yeah, every other popcorn sucks.
Grandma Bev's has a delicious variety of flavors to choose from.
Like Pop Secret, they're owned by Nazis.
Yep. I'm not gonna refute that. They've got cinnamon roll popcorn.
Ricky, I once heard Orville Redenbacher killed a man.
They've got your kettle corn, your caramel, your
You know, the people who run Jiffy Pop are a bunch of racists.
white cheddar ghost pepper.
Yep.
Cheddar jalapeno.
I really think that all other popcorn brands are members of the Illuminati and control the government.
Whatever. They've got the movie theater butter. They've got.
Is it the mad scientist professors over at Grandma Bev's Good-Ass Popcorn always concocting new flavors?
They're working on stuff, Dan. Get off their backs.
How about maybe something like a Fruity Pebble flavor?
They're trying some shit. I don't know. We'll see.
Popcorn Pop Rocks in
Everything they make is delicious.
It is delicious. So it doesn't matter what they come up with. It's going to be good ass.
Yeah, go to grandmabevs.shop and, go on and get you some. Yeah, we got t-shirts. We got others too. And we got coffee mug. And fanny bags for you. And they're all from No God Knows. NoCanoes.store. Gotta go to NoCanoes.store. NoCanoes.store. Apparel's, collectibles, and more. NoCanoes.store. Gotta go to NoCanoes.store. NoCanoes.store. You think singing like Hootie is gonna help sell some shit, or?
At least it wasn't that wagon wheel song.
Right, yeah. Welcome back. It's the Noka News Network, and I'm Ricky French here with Dan Colley.
Did you miss us?
We were gone for like 2 minutes tops.
It's a long time. Yeah, I wouldn't think 2 minutes is a long time, but during that break, you started talking about the finite existence of humanity and how we're only here for a little while, and now I'm depressed, and
Well,
I don't know if I can go on and do the rest of the show, and nothing else matters now, but Oh, wait a minute. There's a story here about a ninja attack. Oh, never mind. We're good now.
That changed the mood.
A sword-wielding man dressed as a ninja attacked several special operations soldiers who were training at a California airport, reportedly forcing them to shelter in a hangar and inflicting wounds that required stitches.
What the fuck?
I thought I was doing the action podcast that I do still, but no, this is an actual story. This is this is out of Stars and Stripes. This isn't actually a canon film. I thought this was starring Chuck Norris and Jean-Claude Van Damme here. The bizarre assault took place at Inyokin Airport, an airfield in the Mojave Desert about 100 miles north of Los Angeles, sometime after 1 a.m. on September 18th, according to what appears to be a military incident report shared on Instagram and Reddit. Records from the Ridgecrest Police Department seem to confirm some details in the document posted to social media in a photo late Wednesday that said 2 soldiers had to receive stitches before returning to duty. After confirming that the incident described in the document leaked on social media did occur, U.S. Army Special Operations Aviation Command spokesman Major Jeff Slinker, nice name, said officials did not have any further information to add, because the guy was a fucking ninja, obviously.
Yeah, it's very clandestine.
The soldiers' names were redacted in the photo shared on social media, but one was identified as a staff sergeant and the other as a captain. The details suggest that they are members of the 160th Special Operations Aviation Regiment, an elite helicopter unit known as the Night Stalkers.
Well, they figured out who was the real Night Stalker, it sounds like.
Yeah, maybe if they were fighting Shinobi in a helicopter, that'd have been all right, but he decided to get in there. Anyway, it sounds like a staff sergeant was sitting outside the administration building at the airport smoking a cigarette when he was approached by, quote, an unknown person wearing full ninja garb.
Was this guy sent by Cobra? What the hell is going on?
Yeah, it was. The ninja goes, "Do you know who I am?" The ninja asked, to which the soldier replied, "No, obviously," right, yeah. According to the document. Then the ninja went on to go, "Do you know where my family is?" The black-clad man then asked.
Hang on. What? We talk about it in paranormal news all the time. The government covers some shit up. I want to know what the fuck is behind all of this. Holy shit.
Well, the staff sergeant again answered no.
Of course.
And then he says the person in ninja garb began to slash at the soldier, striking his phone and his knee and leg. The staff sergeant took off running across the parking lot because they're not trained to fight ninjas.
No.
He jumped a fence, entered an administrative building where he and the captain locked the doors and called 911. So our military was attacked by one ninja and they called the cops. We're fucked.
Yeah, we are.
The staff sergeant took off. Meanwhile, the man dressed as a ninja was kicking and punching doors and windows. That's what you do as a ninja. Before leaving to grab a large block of asphalt, which he then chucked through a window.
Well, I don't think that's traditional ninja technique, but I guess it worked.
Hey, modern solutions. The captain was struck by the chunk of asphalt.
Oh, so it went through the window and then hit the guy.
Yeah, it was like a ninja star, man. It was just a big asphalt ninja star. The first assistant.
I really want to know what the hell's going on here.
Well, the first assistance call was recorded about 1:20 a.m., the Ridgecrest Police Department log shows. A man with a sword was in the parking lot, and there was at least one victim. About 30 minutes later came a second call via 911. Quote, 26 Spec Op military members doing training at the airport, the log states, hunkered down in a hangar wondering where help is. Yeah, so I'm looking at some of this other stuff, trying to figure out what the hell's going on. The regiment was not, did not have any statement. It does say that the ninja fled and was arrested elsewhere, according to the document shared on social media. So we have to do some research and find out what's going on with this ninja, what was going on. Maybe he was chasing turtles. It doesn't say anything about that.
I'm shocked that was real.
Well, I thought I kind of figured it out, but it said he was dressed in black and Storm Shadow was obviously in white.
Sure. Right.
So it wasn't a G.I. Joe Cobra situation.
Okay.
I'm thinking maybe Michael Dudikoff and American Ninja.
Whatever it was, it sounds like some real weird shit. That's all I know.
Yeah. So now not only does our U.S. government have to deal with foreign domestic terrorists. Now we have to deal with ninjas.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time.
That's
until
great.
Things come toppling down.
That's great. Now the ninjas are here.
Well, here's a news story that is not really surprising at all.
You mean like ninjas attacking us on our bases now?
Yeah, it's nowhere near.
Where's my family? The Liam Neeson?
It was Ra's al Ghul. I think.
Yeah, exactly. Where's Talia? What the fuck?
This story is pretty straightforward. On Saturday, September 18th, around 11 p.m., which I don't even know why this news story exists, to be honest with you. But we're doing it anyway. It's not the news no one cares about for nothing.
Well, no one knows why this podcast exists, so it makes sense.
Around 11 p.m., the University of Georgia Police Department responded to a call about an intoxicated student vomiting in a Bolton Dining Commons bathroom.
Of course.
To the report. Police arrived on the scene and met with a dining worker who told them they had contacted authorities out of concern for the student's health after she entered the bathroom while being supported by one of her friends. It doesn't say whether she was being physically or emotionally supported, or both.
It could be.
Probably both. The dining worker said she believed the student was drunk, according to the report, probably because she asked her several times if she thought she was pretty. And or why Ryan broke up with her. The worker led police to the student in the bathroom where the student was crouched by a toilet. Been there before.
Yeah, that sounds accurate,
The
yes.
student had bloodshot eyes, her speech was slurred, and she was unable to maintain a conversation with police. Well, she probably could have a conversation, but more about why he doesn't like her and why he doesn't think that she's pretty.
And why Kelly's a hoe. And
Yeah,
right.
Madison is such a fucking bitch. And she doesn't want to share a dorm with her anymore.
Right.
Once she stopped vomiting, police took the student along with her friend to the lobby. The friend provided police with the student's name and date of birth. That's a pretty good friend that knows your birthday.
Oh, yeah.
However, when returning to the bathroom with her friend, the student stumbled and hit her head against the corner of a stall. Well, yeah, it happens.
Way to support your friend there,
EMS
Victoria.
EMS arrived on the scene to examine the student and determined that she did not need to go to the hospital. Yeah, she was just drunk. Anyway, the whole point of that was just to say I have no idea why this got printed. How many millions of drunk college students are there every single day?
Hey, man, we live right near the largest campus in the U.S., the Ohio State University. Mm-hmm. I would say there's probably at least 297 students drunk throwing up right now on campus.
At least.
Yeah, I mean, after a victory like today against Rutgers, for Christ's sake. So Ricky, the thing I understand drunk college people.
Sure.
That's fine. What I don't understand is why in the hell do we still have the Florida man running around? All right, Ricky, this comes out of Tampa, the Tampa area. At least this is where the story has been generated from. But
sure, whatever.
There was a car crash on Interstate 75. 2 men were involved in said crash, and they're accused of carjacking Good Samaritans who had stopped to help them in the first place.
It's just seemed like a couple of assholes.
What a couple dicks. The crash happened when the driver lost control of the vehicle and hit a barrier wall on I-75 before stopping in the center southbound lane, troopers said in a report Tuesday night. Another vehicle traveling south stopped to help. Troopers said the 2 men, armed with a shotgun, got inside the vehicle and forced the victims to take them to Tampa. Once they arrived at the destination, the men got out of the vehicle and let the driver and passenger leave. Well, that was nice of them. The victims went to the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office to report, and they were not injured, obviously. Because the 2 men left the scene of the crash on I-75, it is considered a hit-and-run crash, troopers said. The men told the victims they had gotten lost after leaving Lakeland in Central Florida on Tuesday morning. The 2 agencies are working to find the men, the report said. So, the Florida man is not just zany and wacky anymore. Now there are a bunch of jackasses down there. So,
Yeah. If you
can't be nice to the Florida man
right,
now.
if you happen upon somebody who needs assistance in Florida, just keep going.
Yeah,
That's your best bet.
Yeah, maybe a gator will help them out later. Maybe they will be found by Gator Jesus' acolytes and be brought to the light.
All right. Let that be a lesson for you.
That's right. Let Florida burn.
I got another story out of Florida.
Oh,
As a matter of
okay.
fact.
Is it funnier than the last one?
Yeah, we'll see. A St. Petersburg woman, the home of the old baked potato restaurant.
That's right. Well, good. That'll work out for these people.
A St. Petersburg woman was arrested for battery after she allegedly bashed her boyfriend over the head with a pan full of hot grits, police said.
Oh.
Now, let me just tell you something, Dan.
Yeah.
In my limited experience, I do know one thing. If you find a woman who can cook you grits, you don't fuck with her.
I have found a woman who can cook me grits.
And you don't fuck with her, right?
Well, it doesn't work out well for me when I do.
Exactly.
But,
Exactly.
For 18 years, she's been putting up with my shit, so.
Right. The alleged assault occurred Wednesday. According to the affidavit, Doris Johnson, 49, was arguing with her boyfriend and hit him over the head with a metal saucepan. He probably deserved it. Contained within this pan was hot grits, which spilled on the victim, causing a burn to his left arm.
Yeah, that had to hurt.
Yes. Police said the victim suffered head and facial injuries and needed stitches, so she really fucking got him there. Johnson was arrested for aggravated domestic battery, according to the report. So, yeah, I don't know, whatever he did.
Are you a savory or sweet grits guy?
Savory.
I am too. Butter, a little bit of salt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's salt and pepper and butter. That's the way to go with it. And then shrimp if you can really get it in there.
Right. You can wrangle that up.
So now that they can't eat grits because they spilled it all over the place, they have to go to the potato shack.
That's right.
The Spud Hut, or whatever the hell it's called.
They can get that shrimp Alfredo potato or whatever.
Yeah, maybe they make a grit potato just for them or something.
Yeah, a potato with grits on it. That doesn't.
Well, none of the other ones sound very good either, so who gives a shit?
I guess that's true.
All right. One more Florida story, and this is out of St. Petersburg, rather.
Oh, wow. They've all been out of St. Pete. Well,
they're on that side of the dangle of the country, basically.
They're toward that angle of
the dangle of the country, yes. A place called Inclusivity. It's really spelled
Inclusivity.
T. It's really stupid.
Emphasis on the T, like that you drink.
Exactly. TEA. It's a coffee and tea shop that also sells adult toys.
Well, okay.
Whether it's exploring kinky art or helping trans folk navigate lifestyle changes, Metro Inclusive Health is no stranger to straightforward sex liberation aimed at keeping health in mind. Cool. Like it. No problem. Sure. Now, Metro is bringing that same energy forward with Inclusivity, a sex-positive shop set to sell adult toys, tea, and coffee.
Well, that sounds like a much more relaxing experience than being stared at by a bald 48-year-old man
behind the counter. Hey.
While you peruse the DVDs. Not that I know this from experience or anything.
Need batteries over there next to the lube.
Okay, whatever.
Located at 2235 Central Ave and St. Pete, the location is the former home of Metro, Retro, and Retail. Visitors to Inclusivity will have access to a satellite health center, according to a press release, complete with 2 exam rooms and a waiting area. The center will offer HIV and STI testing, and all kinds of other links to 100 services and programs offered at the Bay's 4 other Metro Health locations. The center and all Metro locations, except most insurances, provide assistance to those who need it with its copay forward program. So
that's a lot of additional services available. The only additional thing available at any place that I've ever been to is a room in the back full of truck drivers that I'd never gone into.
Yeah, you don't want to go back to the spank room, dude. That's not good.
Nope.
The menu for the old Wake and Crank, I guess, establishment. I think they missed opportunity naming it that myself, to be honest with you. On the menu is baked goods, chips, coffee, teas, and mocktails, hand-selected by the Metro team. No specific items have been revealed, but you can expect unique offerings inclusive to the space, according to a spokesperson. I can only imagine what, but like other cafes, the menu is rotating when offerings like teas, snacks, and mocktails are set to change often, with the exception of offerings like coffee, cappuccinos, and other espresso drinks. The goal is to eliminate barriers to care. Having owned that space for some time, Metro was lucky enough to grow into what the Grand Central District has become today. So it's actually a really cool idea that they're trying to make it a very inclusive place for people that have questions about sexuality or sexual health. They can go in. It's not stigmatized because it's not like one of them real dank, dark corner alley dick stores where you can go get dildos and weird creepy shit. So it's supposed to be a little more upkept and upbeat and stuff. You can go get you a latte and a vibrator and and whatever else you're into. So that's cool. I dig all that. It just seems to me like it. You know, if you want to go get a cappuccino, you don't go get a fucking coccacino, but that's what they're going to be selling there. So.
Whatever blows your skirt up, man. I don't care.
Kind of unique, man.
All right, Dan, what's happening in the third segment of the show?
Well, we're going to be talking about the world's worst doctor. We're going to do a paranormal news segment, and we're going to talk about a big thumb sock. What the fuck are these stories?
I don't know. No Good News Network, the news no one cares about.
Local News Network.
Hey, Dan, you know what I love?
Yeah. You love long walks on the beach and slow meandering streams.
You know what else I love?
Popcorn?
Yeah, delicious flavored popcorn.
It's because we're doing a popcorn commercial.
From Grandma Bev's Good-Ass Popcorn, as to be more specific.
Yeah, every other popcorn sucks.
Grandma Bev's has a delicious variety of flavors to choose from.
Like Pop Secret, they're owned by Nazis.
Yep. I'm not gonna refute that. They've got cinnamon roll popcorn.
Ricky, I once heard Orville Redenbacher killed a man.
They've got your kettle corn, your caramel, your
You know, the people who run Jiffy Pop are a bunch of racists.
white cheddar ghost pepper.
Yep.
Cheddar jalapeno.
I really think that all other popcorn brands are members of the Illuminati and control the government.
Whatever. They've got the movie theater butter. They've got.
Is it the mad scientist professors over at Grandma Bev's Good-Ass Popcorn always concocting new flavors?
They're working on stuff, Dan. Get off their backs.
How about maybe something like a Fruity Pebble flavor?
They're trying some shit. I don't know. We'll see.
Popcorn Pop Rocks in
Everything they make is delicious.
It is delicious. So it doesn't matter what they come up with. It's going to be good ass.
Yeah, go to grandmabevs.shop and, go on and get you some. Yeah, we got t-shirts. We got hoodies too. And we got coffee mugs. And fanny bags for you. And they're all from No God Knows. NoCanoes.store. Gotta go to NoCanoes.store. NoCanoes.store. Oh, perilous collectibles and more. NoCanoes.store. Gotta go to NoCanoes.store. NoCanoes.store. You think singing like Hootie is gonna help sell some shit, or?
At least it wasn't that wagon wheel song.
Right, yeah. Welcome back. It's the third and final segment of the big 31st episode of the No Good News Network.
Yeah, well, you know.
Well, you know.
Well, that's what 31 gets you.
That's sort of how I felt when I turned 31, too.
Yeah, well.
And every year since.
Yeah, well, now, once we get to 32, I'll be witty as shit. But for 31, all you get is, yeah. 31, I mean, what do you...
Okay, all right.
That's why Baskin Robbins is not nearly as good as Cold Stone. It's because 31.
Yeah. some more flavors, I guess.
Some of their flavors are dog shit.
Are we really having a Baskin Robbins conversation right now?
Well, I worked for a Baskin Robbins at one time, so
Henry Rollins worked for a Haagen-Dazs before he joined Black Flag.
I can see that. Yeah. What do you want? You want the coat? You want the Jamocha? Fine, I'll give you a Jamocha. Something like that.
About Death by Chocolate.
That's right. I want
Motherfucker.
Oh, you want fucking cherries? Life isn't about cherries on top. Anyway, yeah, go ahead.
That was a bit of a tangent, but whatever. That's fine. All right, Dan, this story happened aboard a Turkish Airlines flight.
So, plain and simple. Gotcha. Go ahead.
Yes, from Istanbul to Chicago.
It used to be Constantinople.
It did. It did used to be that. I learned that from They Might Be Giants.
Yeah, even though New York used to be New Amsterdam.
Mm-hmm. Why they changed it, I can't say.
Yeah, I just liked it better that way.
A baby was delivered on Monday by a doctor on board of the Turkish Airlines flight.
Surely you're kidding.
I'm not kidding, and don't call me Shirley. The mother and baby are in good health, the airline confirmed in a statement to USA Today. Also have a drinking problem, and, I would pour my drink over myself right now, but I'm not going to commit to it that much.
No, it's a visual gag, and this is an audio medium.
Right. The doctor was traveling from Turkey to New Orleans with a stop in Chicago, according to multiple reports.
That's a hell of a parabola flight path there.
During the flight, he heard an announcement over the plane's loudspeaker asking if there was a doctor aboard. He found that the mother was reporting abdominal pain. Although he initially believed the pain was caused by appendicitis or food poisoning, her husband later told the doctor that she was traveling just weeks before her due date, according to reports. So how great of a doctor could this guy have been if he didn't notice the 9-month pregnant lady?
Was he a podiatrist?
I guess it doesn't say,
Is there a doctor now? I'm a doctor. Sweet, what kind of doctor are you? A doctor of quantum physics.
a doctor of philosophy. Maybe,
exactly.
Is what he was.
A doctor of modern art.
The captain of the flight told the doctor they could land in Copenhagen, Denmark, but he said there would not be time before the baby was born, like he knew somehow.
Okay, wait. You're naming countries and cities that aren't even close to each other at this point.
Well, I don't know the flight path.
So they're leaving Turkey, going through Denmark to go to Chicago.
Well, I don't think they went
to go to New Orleans.
My guess is that they were not going through Denmark exactly, but that was probably the closest
Turkey
major airport at the time.
That's
what I'm saying.
Over to the... Okay, all right.
I like how you're visualizing flight paths with noises.
Well, yeah, that's how I have to do it.
So she was screaming, the doctor told NOLA.com.
Because she's fucking giving birth, Doc.
Right. The doctor had to rotate the baby during delivery, but the boy was born safely, and the flight landed in Chicago. Medical team was waiting at the airport for the mother and child. Well, that was good. Kubale, who is the doctor in question here, works part-time as a neurosurgeon. So he's a part-time neurosurgeon, whatever that means.
Okay.
Seems like whatever amount of neurosurgery you do should probably be full-time. But hey,
I'm a part-time neurosurgeon, and I also do hair on the side.
Well, my main gig is managing a Chipotle.
That's right, but I do
every now and then I dabble in the
neurosurgery on the side there. I'm really a DoorDasher, but I do some neurosurgery on the side.
Sure,
why not?
It's a gig economy.
Yeah, exactly. And in today's economy, neurosurgery wasn't enough, so I also have to do Uber Eats. Sounds good, Doc.
Here's an interesting fact: babies born over U.S. airspace are granted American citizenship.
Oh, great!
So this baby, while it doesn't really point out what citizenship the parents have, is an American if they want the baby to be.
The baby will be proud to be an American.
Okay. When Dan starts referencing Lee Greenwood, that's how I know it's time to move on.
It is absolutely always time to go on when Lee Greenwood is brought up. Well, Ricky, let's go ahead and stick in Turkey here for a second.
From my understanding, that's not the first time that you've done that.
Well, I did know a chick. She was a gobbler, so...
Is that the same one from high school? Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same one. So there's drunk, and then there was this guy, Ricky. Search and rescue teams in Turkey were looking in the Bursa region for a man who was reported missing. Friends of Bahan Mutlu and area residents joined in the manhunt when another person soon linked up with the party search. It was the missing man himself.
Okay.
According to Turkish news channel NTV, not to be confused with MTV, neither one shows music videos anymore, once people started calling out Mutlu's name, he came forward and asked, "Who are we looking for?" I'm here.
Well, he says nobody listened to him.
I guess not. It was unclear how the 50-year-old came across his own search party, how his friends were unaware that their pal was in the midst, or just how wasted Mutlu was, but it was a happy ending regardless. Okay. Just like the gobbler. For obvious reasons, authorities escorted Mutlu home. It's unknown what his condition was. I'm going to guess
drunk,
hammered.
I guess.
It's unclear what his condition was when he woke up the following day.
Hungover.
Or even if he remembers the incident from the night before.
Probably not.
Probably not.
That's just conjecture, but that's how I think that went.
Yeah. So, Ricky, a drunk guy finding his own search party is not normal, but is it paranormal?
No, probably not, but maybe this is. Leading up to the premiere of their new docuseries Unidentified, which is centered around searching for UFO answers, Demi Lovato has revealed more about their experiences allegedly contacting the mysterious phenomenon and shared their thoughts on what the alien agenda, quote-unquote, might be.
What the fuck is Demi Lovato doing a alien docuseries?
Well, I don't know. This is what we're going to get into here, Dan.
Oh, okay. Well, by all means.
In an interview with Entertainment Weekly, the pop star explained that the program was inspired by a, quote, mind-blowing experience that unfolded during a stargazing trip for their 28th birthday. According to Lovato, we tried to do this protocol where you make contact and all of a sudden something showed up directly above us in the sky. The wondrous sight, they said, consisted of a series of lights that seemed to form the shape of a question mark before suddenly vanishing into the night sky.
All right.
Asked if the experience was frightening, the pop star marveled that their response was quite the opposite, musing that the feeling that you get from these beings is so warm and loving and accepting that it's just overwhelming joy that happens when you're able to make contact. Lovato went on to clarify that they were not literally shaking hands with these beings, which I don't know why it says that, as no mention of handshaking was involved. But that connection occurs when they, quote, intentionally try to meditate and try to manifest sightings.
Oh.
Based on their success with this tactic, the pop star argued that these beings are extremely peaceful and loving, and when they show up, you can absolutely feel that concept.
Well, good. When they get here, I'm sure the government will want to shoot them.
Right. While more serious-minded UFO researchers may scoff at the pop star's pursuit of the phenomenon,
Scoff.
Lovato indicated that they have done their proverbial homework when it comes to the topic, theorizing that ETs became interested in human race back in the 1940s when we began developing nuclear weapons. Since that time, they opined, aliens have taken a more active role in monitoring the planet to the point that, quote, they're living among us and we don't even realize it.
Yeah, well, they're trying to probably make sure we don't blow ourselves the fuck up.
Yeah. To that end, the pop star postulated, these beings are looking out for our best interest, and as such, there's nothing to fear when it comes to them.
You just said that.
Yeah, right. For everyone's sake, let's hope that Lovato is correct and that aliens' messages don't wind up being sorry, not sorry, as they invade the Earth. That was a little editorial comment by the guy who wrote that.
Well, you know what? There's no more expert than a pop star when it comes to alien
all the answers
interactions. That scared me. I don't like that. I like that at all.
What else, Dan?
Well, finally, a clever solution to a common sock and stocking problem, Ricky. I know that you've been worried about that for at least 12 or 13 years.
Yeah.
In Japan, where you might find yourself taking your shoes off multiple times a day, ensuring you have clean, neat socks is a priority.
Not for me, but whatever.
What?
I wear black socks. I don't care.
Well, you're not Japanese. It's fine. That's why, or not in Japan either or. So
Right.
if you were in Japan, you might have to worry about this.
No.
But you're not.
I wouldn't.
No, I still would. That's why Japanese sock manufacturer Taibo, it doesn't matter, came up with a brilliant idea to create a tiny little sock just for your big toe.
Well, I'm glad we're covering this.
Well, I'm glad you gave me a story with a bunch of Japanese words. I can't even say American words.
No, you sure can't.
Called the...
You don't have a firm grasp of the American language.
No. Called the Yabibi sack.
No, I'm sure that's not what it's called at all.
Well, called the Oyeyubi. Oyeyubi sack. Is that close?
How should I know?
Well, whatever it is, literally translates to the big thumb sack. So these little pouches of fabric are designed to be worn on your big thumbs of your feet, or ashi no oyabui, big toes,
Yeah,
as they're known in Japanese.
Your big thumb.
Your big thumb. These tiny socks really do look like thimbles. However, they are beautifully made with tight stitching in a ribbed section for your pleasure at the opening, similar to what you'd see on an ankle sock. But why go to all that trouble of making a sock for a single toe? Well, the reason is because the nail in the big toe is a lot tougher than the others, and even when it's trimmed, there's a chance it might get caught in the fabric or cause friction at the big toe end of a sock.
Okay.
The chance of your big toenail catching the fabric is even higher when slipping your feet into stockings.
Hey, you know how much I care about any of this, Dan?
Ricky, do you have big toe problems?
No, I don't.
I do. So I care about a big toe sock, a big thumb sack. Oshashi boshushishish.
All right, Dan, we don't need to have an extended conversation about your toes.
Nope.
The toes you may or may not have.
Oh, I have them.
We're going to move on to this last story, I guess. Many interesting things have happened in Upper Marlboro in recent years. That's a community in Maryland.
Oh, okay.
Just FYI.
Sure. It's so interesting. I've never heard of it.
Yes, and these are some of the interesting things that have happened there. In 2014, the Frederick Douglass High School football team recorded a perfect season.
Good job.
In 2019, to celebrate National Pie Day, a local museum hosted a lecture on the history of pie. And this past May, the town bought an electric car.
Well, holy shit.
Those achievements...
Very metropolitan.
Yes, very much. But those achievements have been overshadowed in recent weeks. And instead, it's the whereabouts of 5 zebras, which broke free from a local farm at the end of August, that has dominated conversation.
Why do they have zebras on a farm up there?
I don't know, man. The locals have shared photos and videos of the zebras roaming people's lawns and gardens south of Upper Marlboro. For all these chance sightings, however, the zebras have proved difficult to capture, in part because they can run very fast.
Well, can they outrun a tranquilizer dart?
Well, they can outrun a cheetah.
We'll shoot them in their zebra ass, and when they wake up, they're back on the farm.
The story of the striped equids.
Wait a minute, what?
Equids.
Equids.
It's, equine.
Yeah, but what I'm saying what? Who the hell wrote this thing?
Some asshole named Adam Gabbett.
Good job, Adam Gabbett.
The story of these fucking horse-related animals is what he means. Breaking loose has seemingly provided a tonic in these troubled times. What was it? What is this guy from did you get a time machine from 1932? What is this? The Equids breaking loose has seemingly provided a tonic in these troubled times.
Now, this news episode brought to you by Gold Medal Flour. You want the softest biscuits in the neighborhood? Gold Medal Flour is the way to go.
This story brought to you by Murphy's Junior Cigarettes, the best cigarette money can buy. Only for kids of Murphy's Junior Cigarettes. Sharp's Die-Cast Toys, the heaviest lead-based toys in the business.
And Williams Borax Laundry Soap keeps your whites white and your colors separate. Williams Borax Laundry Soap.
That was
Borax. Williams Borax Laundry Soap.
horrible.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna get out now. It's probably about time.
I think that was an appropriate time to leave.
If you'd like to check out some merchandise, we have some available at nokanews.store.
You know, I'm still thinking about that coffee, tea, and dildo store. And maybe do some marketing for them.
I'm sure you are.
Something like, come get a muffin and something for stuffing.
Whatever. You can visit us at facebook.com/Noka News Network or on Twitter at NewsNoka.
How about come get a cookie and some lube for your nookie?
I kind of hate myself for laughing at that one. I got to be honest with you. If you'd like to send us an email, you can do that. newsroom@nokanews.com.
How about some ooh long and ooh, that's long.
Once again, not proud of myself for that reaction. This is the first I've heard these. Dan took it upon himself to craft these jokes.
I did, yes.
If you'd like to call us and leave us a voicemail, you can do that at the Noka News Network hotline at 614-398-0770.
How about come get a latte and something for your booty?
You're a fucking idiot, Dan.
Oh.
Noka News Network.